I want to thank the staff of the Directorate of Health Promotion and Education, particularly Health Communication, for organizing this farewell by the media, which is meant for them to show their appreciation, but I also want to show our appreciation as a ministry to the entire media fraternity. Let me give you a bit of story, a bit of history about our relationship. The Ministry of Health, it is its relationship with the media. Way back in the 90s, it was difficult for a health worker to communicate to the media. Information was hidden, the media cannot get information, and it was bureaucratic to get information to the media. They'll be running up and down to look for information, but they will not get it. And this has been a big frustration on the side of the media. Until 2001, when my former boss, the head of Health Education Unit, which I was working under, Mr. Karamo Kante, and then Mr. Gassama, who is still currently at WHO as Health Promotion Officer, requested that we sit together and put our heads together and write a concept note. A concept note which we're going to write, a sort of a proposal to WHO to recommend for the training of journalists on health reporting. This was done in July 2001, but I left the proposal being submitted in December 2000, and in January 2001, I went for studies in the Netherlands. And I came back from Netherlands in July, and that very day I came, the following day was the training for the media houses on health reporting. We had a 5 days training with them on how to report during emergencies, how to address rumors, on how to identify rumors, and how to make the public calm in case of a public health emergency. The communication skills were all part of the training as a package. And the trainers were Mr. Kante, myself, and Mr. Gassama. We had a training, and the journalists really appreciated this training. And after the training, they said, look, we cannot go home without forming an association. Let's sit together. These people have done what they are supposed to do. Now it is left to us as journalists now to see what we can do. And they said, okay, let's form an association. That very day, on the last day of the training, they formed an association and they did the election. And Madi Sise, who is now a National Assembly member, was elected as the president. He was the first president of the Association of Health Journalists. We worked with him until we were able to level the ground between the Minister of Health and the media in terms of health reporting. And gradually, as we have been having trainings, workshops, and international meetings, journalists have been involved in those activities. And our relationship became unique, strengthened from one level to the other. Then they went into Congress again, and they elected late Modou Fall, who also was the president. And they move again, we move with Modou, and many people thought late Modou was part of the Ministry of Health, but because of our relationship at the time, it was very close to the ministry. And we have been going on treks, we have been going up and down in the field, doing community sensitization. It was really a great time to work under his leadership at the time as the president of the association. And then I was also, again, at the Health Education Unit. And then around 2012, they did a Congress, and they elected late Fatou Touré, who was also the president of the association. And then we started our relationship, also started strengthening. And until such a time that we were planning to do a Congress, unfortunately, we lost Fatou. That was really a very sad time and a very sad moment for all of us. We all know what Fatou did and how close we were to both Modou and Fatou. And they really cemented our relationship between the media and the Minister of Health. And when we started working with the Association of Health Journalists, we were able to address issues of misinformation, reporting. And those journalists now who are reporting, we always want to look for the facts before they report. And that was our objective. So that before they report or they come and sit somewhere and write something, they need to go and do investigation and come and also verify with the health authorities. And that was a unique opportunity we had as a ministry. And then we had Mafuji also coming, and I think they're also planning to do a congress, and then they'll also come. These are things that I'm aware of. But really, for me, I want to thank the entire members and executive of the Association of Health Journalists for the support and the collaboration we have enjoyed together. And this is within the framework of the health promotion principles. Working with the media is one of the cardinal principles of health promotion. Working with the media. We have to work with and through the media if we are able to effectively implement health promotion interventions anywhere in the world. We also talk about another principle is partnership, networking, and collaboration. We need to collaborate with partners, and that was why, because health promotion cuts across all sectors, that is why we feel the media should be along with us so that we can be able to communicate to the public, because this is something that we have established. But we are also happy as a ministry that the structure we have established with the support of WHO is a structure that the sub-region, West Africa, is proud that we have a structure like that. And they are also asking countries to emulate a structure like the Gambia. And we are very happy. You have a Gambian now who's also going to sit there with WAHU, sit with African Union, Africa CDC, sit with other partners at a place where we can discuss the plight of journalists, we can discuss how do we build the capacity of journalists. So I assure you that the journalists I know and I work with are the same journalists I'm going to work with whether I'm in the Gambia or not. Be rest assured, I'm going to give you that support. Wherever the opportunities are, you'll be supported. I know some of you have benefited trainings because sometimes we are consulted. They want to organize training for media houses and so on. And 2 people returned recently from Benin. And the idea there is to have a regional body for media for journalists under the Africa CDC, which is also different from the structure under WAHU. But we're going to see how best we put all these structures together so that we can have one unique body for West Africa region. Because that is where I'll be sitting, and that's where we can be able to make decisions. So be rest assured, I am not going there as Modou Njie, I'm going there as Gambia. And I'm going to give the support, any support I can, I will give. And this is the message that have been given to me by Her Excellency the First Lady, Madam Fatima Babalo, who called me recently to thank me and to congratulate me, and as well as also to pray for me, and she gave me the advice that you are not going there as Modou Njie, but you are going there as Gambia. We all looking up to you. And I think that advice it came at the right time, and I'm going to heed to that advice, and I'm going to take it. And I'm going to try as much as possible to raise the Gambia flag high, high, and high. As much as my abilities, I will do my best to see what I can do for this country. It is my country. And the media, really, you are already with me. We have started a long journey. So it has been a long journey. It has been rough sometimes. Sometimes we have difficulties here and there. Sometimes we are misquoted. Sometimes some of you will misquote my ministers. And sometimes we will be running after you to correct those statements. And sometimes they are difficult situations. But most of you definitely have been very cooperative in that. And we have to go back and do rectifications. And I think this is good. This is a very good relationship. My advice to the media houses is that I have gone. There is a team on the ground. There is going to be a director. Please work with that director and the entire team, and work with the Minister of Health. Please, if you are not happy with either what I have done to you or my team have done to you or what we have done to you as a ministry, I want to say we are sincerely sorry, and I want to extend this apology to all of you if we have one way or the other offended you. Because this is part of our work. When we are working, we must offend each other at some point. And that's the apology I'm asking for, and I'm seeking this from all of you. And I think as we work, we're going to rectify some of the challenges along the way. But I want to say that work closely with the Minister of Health. If you need information, go to the right authorities, and the health promotion director will be there to link you up with the right authorities. and so that you can get the right information and also you can be able to report. But please, please, please work with the Minister of Health very closely. In fact, stronger than before. Try to strengthen the relationship. Try to strengthen it as much as you can. Much more than before. That is what I want to appeal to all of you. There are some misunderstandings here and there, but let's forget about those ones. Those are past things. Let's move on. Let's take up on the first page and we move on. And as you also work closely with my ministry, there are opportunities that will come up to the ministry. That there is a training for journalists, there is workshop for journalists, there is something for journalists, and the ministry will nominate you. Even no matter where I am, all the correspondence will come through the Minister of Health. So if you don't get that collaboration, they will not be able to give you the required support that you need. So that relationship, I want it to be smooth. And it is you who can do it. Try to sell the agenda of the Minister of Health, the positive agenda. Wherever you think the ministry is not doing right, kindly have an internal meeting with them. Go and sit with the other authorities and tell them, I have seen A, B, and C. Before I publish, what do you think about this? What is your view about this? I think that will also help. So that is my advice. And I want to say, again, thank you all. And I want to thank all the media houses. Some of you, we have been taking you on track at all times. Some of you, yeah, but at the end of the day, it's never boring. It's never boring. We keep on chatting, we discuss, we do a lot of things together. And just to make you happy. And I think definitely some of you have seen that. The number of times we take you on track cannot be compared to any other ministry. For those of you who have been working with us since 2012, 2001 to now, you know. But I think this will continue. As I said again, the ministry cannot promote the agenda without the participation and collaboration of the media. They cannot. So you are a close partner to the Minister of Health. What we have started, let that thing continue. If there are opportunities, we'll open it up for everyone to benefit. We'll do our best to make sure our media organization is second to none in the sub-region. Right now, countries might come to learn from you, and we are trying to see how best we can get countries to come and learn from your association, how you do things, what are you involved in, and so on and so forth. So, I don't know if I want to say much, because we are in an emotional session. Some of you have been very helpful to me. When I call with my team, when we call, you're always available. Some of you, we call you at all times. You come, you report. And when we are going back, we find it very difficult to go. Or sometimes some of you, we have to put you in our vehicle. We have to sandwich ourselves in our vehicles to take you to your houses. That is what we are supposed to do. And then we have been doing that. Although sometimes there are difficulties here and there. But as I said again, sincere apologies to that. If there are challenges here and there along the way. These are bound to happen. They are bound to happen. Feel free, I still maintain my number. But the team here on the ground should be your contact point, should be your first point of contact. Let's with them, work with them, come up with proposals. Come up with suggestions, what you want to do, how you want to see yourself in the future. Discuss with them, and they will forward it to me, and we'll look at it together with our colleagues, and we'll see what we can do. Because you are the first organization that the West Africa region is looking up to. They might want to copy your strategy, so come up with something. Organize yourselves. And it will be easy to help you when you are organized. But if you are not organized, it will be difficult to help. So please give the Minister of Health a positive image. Give them all the support. But if you don't have information, please go for it. Go for it. Don't sit and wait for it. Just go for it. On that note, I want to thank all of you. And I do say that I have been very grateful for the support you have been giving me. Until another time when we come to meet each other, either in the Gambia or in any other country where we have some regional meetings and so on. I'm appointed as a national coordinator for the regional Africa CDC Regional Coordination Center in Abuja. And that's where I'll be based. And any one of you who find yourself in Abuja kindly contact, and you still have the same health promotion family or the media family in Abuja. And you are most welcome. And I thank you all for your time.